So Samsung's gone and added the Note 8.0 to its Galaxy tablet lineup, a device designed to bridge the gap between the Galaxy Note 10.1 and Note 2. That means you can expect the S Pen and multitasking treatment alongside supersized 3G phone call functionality. Although you might look a bit silly with it pressed up against your face, you have been warned. In true Samsung style, the Note 8.0 rocks that shiny white plastic body with curved lines and faux metallic details. It feels more solid than the Note 10.1, but still creaks and flexes, but at least you can afford to be a bit more careless when chucking it into your bag. Now, at first glance, the Note 8.0's big white bezels make it feel bigger than the slightly slimmer and lighter iPad mini, but you can still grab it one-handed without too much trouble. An 8-inch screen propels it from a device purely for media consumption like the Nexus 7 to something made to get work done, complete with a form factor that's more useful for replacing your trusty pen and paper setup. Borrowing SmartStay from the Galaxy family also means the Note 8.0's display won't time out when you're looking at it. And it's a lovely 1280 by 800 pixel display with good contrast, vibrant colours and a 16:9 ratio that works just as well for watching movies as it does for using two apps side by side via its multi-window feature, which now supports Chrome, Gmail, YouTube Maps and MX Player, as well as Samsung's own apps, making it much more useful than it was previously. Now, running on Android Jelly Bean 4.1, Samsung has loaded up the Note 8.0 with the usual inviting set of widgets, home screens and pre-installed apps. Page Buddy is a cool idea. It works by bringing up customizable home screens when you plug in earphones, pull out the S Pen or dock the tablet. And with a 1.6 GHz quad-core chip plus 2 GB of RAM, the Note 8.0 is speedy and smooth, whether you're playing graphic-heavy games or watching an HD movie on one half of the screen while browsing Google Maps on the other. Its two speakers sound average but are located on the bottom edge of the tab, which means that in landscape you're likely to cover one up. And the 5-megapixel rear camera is useful but not great. Colours look washed out and detail is disappointing even when snapping in broad daylight. As with the Note 10.1, you'll use the S Pen more than you think, and its thin, lightweight stylus makes it a pleasure to use for Sketchbook, Mobile Express, Photoshop and note-taking. And when using the handwriting recognition in the S Note app, the Note 8.0 screen cleverly ignores the palm of your hand to avoid messy scrawls. Choose from writing freehand or converting your scrawls to text, which requires a bit of patience and often the need to correct mistakes. We've been testing the Wi-Fi only model, so can't comment on call quality or battery life with 3G, but we found battery life to be very good, lasting 8 to 9 hours with moderately heavy use. And there's always the CPU and screen power saving modes if you need to stretch out that massive battery. Considering the Galaxy Note 8.0 is £70 more expensive than the 16GB iPad mini, it's a tough sell. The mini wins hands down for build quality and apps, and while the Note 8.0 feels less like a gorgeous device, it feels a lot more like a tablet to use, especially if stylus input is a big draw and multitasking a must. But there's no denying the Galaxy Note 8.0 is an easy-to-use everyday tablet with its value-added stylus and very good screen. Just remember, for £250, you could always bag yourself a 3G Nexus 7.